guys! So today we have a really exciting video, fan fiction. To be more precise, I'm going to be talking about Harry Potter slash fan fiction. Now, if you don't know what slash fan fiction is, that would be homoerotic fan fiction, as in like gay fan fiction basically. So if you don't like that, go click away, watch something else, whatever. But if you're cool with it, let's just keep going. So, I want to talk about what first got me into reading fan fiction. I was like 13 or so, and I was on YouTube one day, and of course with my little Harry Potter obsessed self, I was looking up Harry Potter things on YouTube, and I ended up coming by this video that was Ron and Harry, and it had this really funny song, like, If I Were Gay, attached to it, and then it had me looking up all these other videos about Ron and Harry, and then I found a fan fiction link, by chance, and I went to the fan fiction link, and that just started the entire crazy thing, was Ron and Harry YouTube slash fanfiction videos, and that got me into the fanfiction thing, and oh my gosh, it was like during the summer too, so I literally would stay up until 6 in the morning reading fan fiction, and then I would sleep until noon, get up, and read fan fiction all day, all night, just ridiculous. So, that's my little story about what got me into fan fiction. Now, back when I did get into fan fiction, there was no Archive of Our Own, which is the big fan fiction website that has all of the really great fan fiction and the recs and all that stuff nowadays. Back when I was doing fan fiction for the first time, all there was really was a lot of live journals and a lot of fanfiction.net. So that was about all that you had. There was no Tumblr, none of that stuff. But it was a lot of fun to try to find fan fictions. I actually, in my email, I have a folder dedicated to fan fiction that I've picked up over the years, that I just love more than anything, and so sometimes when I'm like kind of slumpy or whatever, I just need to pick me up, I'll just go into that and I'll just read all the fan fiction I have in there because it's so great. But yeah, so Harry and Ron were my first ship. Anyway, so after I had been shipping Ron and Harry for a while, see, not a lot of people really are, like, a lot of people do like them as a ship, but not as much as they like other ships in the Harry Potter universe. So it started becoming hard for me to find really quality fan fiction for that ship. So I switched over to looking for Harry and Draco. And that is when you find all of the fan fiction. I mean, you can find any kind of fan fiction you want if you look for that pairing, because literally everybody and their mother has written one Draco Harry fan fiction. And one that I would like to talk about specifically is Bond, and it is a Harry and Draco fan fiction. It is a multi-chapter fan fiction. I think it has at least over 20 chapters. And I will be linking all the fan fictions that I talk about down below, will be linked down below. Also, I am linking a few of my favorite recs down below for you guys to go check out. Maybe you'll find some new fan fiction you've never read and really love. But just so you know, all this stuff is going to be in the description bar down below, so go there to find all this great fan fiction I'm talking about. So anyway, so Bond is this fan fiction about Harry and Draco, and what happens is they're having this meeting of all the Quidditch captains for the upcoming season. So they're on their way to the room, and Harry and Draco are having an argument as they're walking through the doorway of the room. There is a curse placed on the doorway by somebody that basically whoever walks into the room together and is experiencing high emotions at that time are going to be bonded together, which in the wizarding world is the same thing as marriage. So they end up getting knocked out, and they wake up in the hospital wing where Draco's father, Lucius, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Remus is there. Everybody you can think of is freaking there because this has happened. And basically, when this happens with wizards, for the first few months, you have to be very close together. So this means that Draco and Harry have to start switching their classes to coincide with each other. They have to move out of their dorm rooms. They have to move into like these married quarters that they keep for like married teachers at Hogwarts. They have to move into those because they have to be really close together, and just how the bond takes place. Now, some bonds in Wizarding World are platonic, so it's just friend stuff. But most of the bonds are of the sexual nature. And Harry and Draco are hoping that it'll just be a platonic bond that they can get away with not having to actually do anything. But, of course, in the fanfiction universe, that's not going to happen. But anyway, that's all I want to tell you about that fanfiction, because I don't want to give any more away. I just wanted to give you a good synopsis so that you feel compelled to go read it, because I highly suggest you go read it. I have literally read this fanfiction at least over 20 times in my entire life since I found it. I think I found it back when I was 13. And I am now 19 years old, and I think I've read this fanfiction at least 20 times. It is that amazing and great, and I love it so much. So you guys just all should go read it. It's amazing. So, let's go talk about my other ships. So Draco and Ron, and now I know that you just looked at me and were like, what are you talking about? That sounds gross. Like, me too. I thought the same thing, but it's not. It's so good. So this fanfiction, again, this is going to be linked down below. It's called Tell Me You Hate Me. And it is a Ron Draco fanfiction. And it's a one-shot, so I can't give you too much of a synopsis for this one. Just know that it is utterly heartbreaking and poetic and amazing, and you should just read it because you're going to feel all the feels, and it's going to be so great. So this is the fanfiction that actually got me into this ship, because I really didn't, see the whole Ron and Draco thing. Harry and Draco, of course, but Ron and Draco, like, no. But I read this fanfiction. I came upon it somehow. I think it was in the rec Slashing Ron Weasley, which is a rec on fanfiction.net, by the way. But I found it in there because I was looking for stuff, and I just happened to click on it because I thought the title was really intriguing. Tell Me You Hate Me. And you guys, I literally read this fanfiction at least 5 times every single year. It is this important. It's so good. I cry every time. I mean, I've read this thing so many times, and I still bawl my eyes out every time I read it. That's how sad it is. But it's sad, but it's amazing, and you're gonna love it, so you should just go read it and then talk to me about it, because I absolutely love that fanfiction. It's a one-shot, so like I said, it's really quick. It's just 1 page, no chapters or any of that stuff. And anyway, so that's that one. Now let's talk about Jade. Okay, there's going to be a link down there, and it's going to be like Jade 1x2 kind of thing, and this is basically a big rec of Harry Potter / fanfiction, and it's got all kinds of pairings in there. Any pairing you can pretty much imagine will be on that site, and it's amazing. There's Fred and George, which I love. Ian, if you think that's gross, I don't care. Take your hate somewhere else. Anyway, there is Harry. I think there's a Harry and Draco one. There's Sirius and Sirius. There's Sirius and Harry, which, oh my god, if you guys go on there, you need to read the Compromising Positions, I think is the one that it's called. Please let that be it. But it's this one where, like, Snape and Harry, they're picked by Dumbledore to go on this mission for the Ministry. They have to go and they have to find these muggles that are somehow using magic, or these squids that are somehow obtaining magic and giving it to the muggles so that they can use it, or something like that is the basic, thing about it. So they have to go and find it and, shut it down and stuff. They have to get the Ministry people to come and get everything and stuff. So, but they have to play some certain roles to get close to the people that are doing all these things, and they have to go to like a slave, like a pet master club with like leather and stuff, and like they start being attracted to each other, and it is so good. It is also a multi-chapter one. And it is the best thing ever, and I love it. Oh my god, it's so good, and you need to read it. So there's there's that one. But there's also a lot of other ones on there too. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Well, she has all those, and then she also, if you just go to like the homepage of this website, she has more than just Harry Potter fan fiction. She also has fan fiction for the anime show Orin High School Host Club, which I love. She has fan fiction for Gravitation, which is another anime I like. She has a ton of fan fiction, basically. Just go look at her website. It is awesome. I love it. So yeah, there's that. And then we are going to talk about my OTP for the Harry Potter world, and it is so important to me. James and Sirius. Oh my god. Padfoot and Prongs. Woo woo. I'm serious though. You don't understand how much I love this. I love this ship. I love this ship so much. And there will be a few fan fictions down below, but there was this one that I couldn't find, you guys, because it's one I read forever ago, and I've lost, like, whatever device I had it's, like, bookmarked on, or, you know, whatever. And back then they weren't doing the whole, like, you know, keep your bookmarks and all that technological stuff. So, I can't find it, but it is so amazing, and if you can find it, like let me know and give me the link, because I need to read it again. It's so good. But it's basically, like, it's really tragic, and it's, like, James and Sirius, have, like, been together and stuff, but James and Lily are getting married. Like, it's at their wedding ceremony, and, like, Sirius is under the table, or James is under the table, one of them's under a table, and they see the other one walking by, and they grab him and pull him in. And they just have this really heartbreaking conversation about who they've been and who they've been together and why they can't be together anymore and all of these things, and they have a goodbye, and oh my god, you guys, it's so sad. It is the saddest thing ever. And if you can find it, like, please let me know. It is so good. It is so, so, so good. It is, like, my favorite James and Sirius fan fiction ever, and I can't even find it, and that makes me so upset. So yeah, but it's so good. But the thing, if you do start, like, looking for James and Sirius fan fiction, most of the time, it is going to be a sad ending, so be warned for that. I've only ever found one that had a happy ending, which I have in, like, my email that I told you guys about. It's, like, my first fan fiction ever saved in my email, and it's about James and Sirius, and it's got a happy ending, and it is the best thing ever. But, like, you normally will not find happy endings with this couple. It's all about the tragicness of it, and everything, like, the love and all the love and everything that's in that relationship, but how tragically it has to end and everything, like, my heart. But it is so worth looking for, because it is the best out there, in my opinion, in the Harry Potter universe anyway. So yeah, I think that's all the ones I really wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to touch on some that I absolutely really love, the ones that I read, like, every single year. And guys, I mean, I read these fan fictions at least one time every single year. I am that obsessed with them. But I'm always looking for new fan fiction. You know, I get on Archive Our Own all the time, type in whatever pairing I want, and just look through the fan fiction. Oh, and one more thing. There's a James and Sirius fan fiction I'm linking down below. It's, like, the first one. And back when I read it, it was only a one-shot. But since then, the author has added 4 more chapters. What is life? So I need to go and read that, because I need to know what happens, because it used to be just a one-shot, which means just 1 page, 1 chapter. So, yeah, but it's not anymore, and that is so awesome. Oh, and another thing I almost forgot to mention, a lot of my fan fiction I'm linking down below is NC-17, so be warned about that. And yes, I was reading it when I was 13, no judgment, okay, anyway, so be warned on that. But definitely, if you do click on any of it, it will let you know, like, in the little description underneath the title, it will tell you what the rating is on it, whether it's PG, PG-13, or, you know, whatever it is. It'll have a rating on it. All fan fiction normally does, unless the author has decided not to put a rating on it. In that case, more than likely it's NC-17. But just so you guys are aware of that fact. So, yeah, but I think that's all I wanted to talk about today for the Harry Potter fan fiction. I think I'm going to start doing this about once every week, and I'm going to talk about fan fiction for different universes. Today was definitely Harry Potter because that was what got me into fan fiction in the first place. And it might even turn out to be non-bookish fan fiction if you guys are cool with that, because I would love to do a supernatural one because, yes. So anyway, let me know down below what is your favorite fan fiction, what is your OTP, and, you know, just let me know what's going on with you guys. So, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.